The last lecture I discussed regarding the different components of Embed OS. So after that, I am going to discuss the identify the different Embed development tools that are available. But before discussing the different tools, we can see the what is the operating systems, why operating system is needed, what is the Embed OS. Then I will go for the development tools. So first I will discuss the platform OS requirements, why operating system is required. So everyone knows that everyone is familiar with operating systems. Okay. So the first question is why operating system is needed. So actually we don't know the language of computers. Even computer does not know the language of human beings. Okay. So in between one mediator is there that is called operating systems. Like operating systems will manage it the computer's memory and different types of tasks, as well as all of its software and hardware. Let us consider if you are installing any software, you are connecting any hardware, how does controllers, how does processor knows what type of task had to be done by this. So these things will be managed by the operating systems. And also you can see it will allow you to communicate with the computer without knowing how to speak computer language. We don't familiar, we never knows that the language of computers, correct? So if I will not know, then how the computer will understand my language? So for convenient, operating system is designed so that the processors and the human being, different types of software is being communicated easily. So first of all, we are breaking that why the platform OS is required, operating system is required. First is accelerate the development of our devices. And second is accelerating the development of our devices. And then develop and leverage and ecosystems. We will discuss one by one. So in the case of accelerate the development of IoT devices, so you have to develop the different types of IoT devices. The target is about 30.6 billions in the coming year. Okay, so you have to design so many devices. So in this case, integrate all the necessary software components needed for constant IoT devices. Every systems, if you want to design, this system needs requires software as well as hardware. So whenever you're developing the IoT devices, parallelly you have to develop a software. Bring modern development methodologies and choice the MCU to improve productivity. So now, if you are going to design a system, it means that you are going to design efficient systems. It means the efficiency of the system is very good, very high, so that in any application, if you will use that device, you will get the good result. So first, you will develop a systems. Then after that, you are talking about the efficiency. So if the efficiency is lacking somewhere, then you have to improve it. And then provides the OS functionality and API across many vendor solutions to us. Now, if you want to communicate the systems, if you want to communicate the devices from the other devices or from the human beings, then you need for the operating systems and also various API is available so that you can able to connect it back. So when we are talking about the accelerating the development of IoT devices, so if you are in what speed you are going to develop the IoT devices. Okay, so in the coming previous years, you can see there are so many devices came out, even lockdown, much more many devices is coming with the help of IoT devices. So it provides the standardized connectivity to the cloud across different transports. Now various companies there. Let us consider 10 companies are there. 10 companies going to develop the IoT devices. So we are following some common protocols so that we can easily develop systems and we can easily communicate the systems with the other devices. Okay. Also provide manageability from the cloud to open opportunities and reduce cost. Whenever you are going to develop more and more systems, then the cost will be reduced. Okay. Same way you are facing that. You can see in electronics devices in a lockdown, it's prices is increasing. Why? The production is stopped somewhere else. So the production is less, then the cost will be high. Develop and integrate an ecosystems. So you have to develop an ecosystems. It means that you have to create such environment in that everybody will try to develop a systems. And leverage an ecosystem is the power of collaborations by connecting with suppliers and companies. Now, whoever is suppliers, who is companies, both will come together and it will be developed and ecosystems. So it's a freely available and open source to remove barriers to entry and enable adoptions. Now, when we are talking about the Embed OS, the Embed OS is the open source software. So everyone will can adopt these platforms. There is no barrier in this. And also in collaboration with the partners to provide maximum gearing of investment of everybody. Now let us consider if you have an Embed OS and it is open source. But with the help of Embed OS, some companies designed such platforms so that it's easy to design or develop the IoT systems. The tools and web infrastructure to support an ecosystem that create networks. So finally, overall, we could tell that the OS is required to communicate with the human beings, with the communicates with the different types of softwares, different types of hardwares, and different types of as well as different types of devices. So you are going to connect with that. Now we are talking about the embed licensing and contributions and governments. So licensing and deliveries, all of you know that this is the open source software. Then also the license will be there. So the almost all code in Embed OS is open source under an Apache 2.0 license. This is the Apache 2.0 is the name of license. Some components are only supplied between developers under permissive binary license. You can go for this search on this website. You can see there are various types of licenses are available. And also embed partners get access to full source code. Whatever the source codes are available, you can use that source code and you can save the time. And with the less time, you can able to develop the systems. Now, if we're talking about the contributions, so embed contributor license agreement, you can see, you can go into the website, you can see the such type of agreements are there. Okay, so if you are designing the systems, then how it is efficient. So now whatever the documents related to the Embed OS, it is submitted by this website and all features are written there. You can go and you can study if you want to know in details. And also code style guide. Different types of codes are available. You can use that code. You can able to run the codes. You can able to verify the outputs. You can check the codes. So different types of things you have to do. Now all of you know that Embed OS is their open platforms and also you need not install it. You can just go to the web browser and then you can able to write the programs. If you are able to write the programs, then with the help of online compilers, you can compile these programs and you can able to find the errors. So after finding the errors, what will happen? You can check if error is there, then you have to correct it. So it's the best options. If you have a time, then you can go for it. You can do the programs. If you feel any problems, you can contact me anytime. Also, if we are talking about the governing body, it means ARM is the lead maintainer of the core of Embed OS. Okay. So he will maintain all the things. Embed Silicon partners are lead maintainers for their target specific drivers. So whatever drivers will be used, the online drivers, that drivers will be used by the Embed Silicon partners. And also embedded ecosystem partners are responsible for supporting their components. So if you're going to design any systems, you need some constraints like softwares, different types of hardware. Means if you're using the hardware, it means that you need a drivers. So for that purpose, components, company is responsible for that. He will take care of all the things. If you want to use any drivers, then you can select any drivers. And also, if you have any problem, you can directly contact him. He will able to solve all of your issues. Now I have given the examples. One example I have taken about the Embed OS 5. So this is the one type of Embed OS. So a platform operating systems or the IoT. So whenever you are going to develop any system, IoT systems, then you can use the Embed OS 5. But in this whole thing, in the whole things, I have to see only development tools. But if you're talking about the Embed OS, you can see there are so many things are there. This is the partner ecosystems and developer community. So with the help of this website, you can see who is the partner of this and developer.embed.com. It will show you in developer community. If you face any problems, you can just type in a message. Somebody is able to respond to you. Also, you can see when you're talking about the operating systems. So this operating system Embed OS consists of Cortex M RTOS kernel, real-time operating system, portable drivers, integrated security, IoT connectivity, management services. Then it is wholly called the Embed OS. It means that Embed OS it consists of one type of processor or controllers, one type of processors and controllers. Okay, and then it consists of different types of developing tools. With the help of the tools, you can able to program it, you can able to compile it. Okay, so different development tools is that with the help of different tools, you can able to write the software codes, programs. Okay, so there are several tools are available. I will discuss in the later slides. And then it is having portable drivers. So many drivers will be required. If you are going to design any IoT devices, then you need a security purpose. So it is integrated security. And also the more important thing is IoT connectivity. So if we're going to going to design the IoT systems, then IoT connectivity will require. So there are several connectivities like Bluetooth, Zigbee, LoRa, okay, all the things will be there. So management services, whatever the things tasks are there, can manage all the tasks. So the Embed OS, if you're talking about the Embed OS, it is not like a general operating system like Windows. Okay, so Embed OS is a type of RTOS, real-time operating system. So when we are talking about the real-time operating system, this is called kernel. You'll see Cortex M RTOS kernel. So kernel will be responsible for connecting with the hardware and software, communicating with the hardware and software. That is called also firmware. So it will be developed according to the systems. But in the case of operating system, what will happen? You can develop the system, you can design the operating system, and then you can going to install the operating system. Okay. Now, just I will give you this overview of this Embed OS and this. And this Embed OS is consisting Embed OS core, Embed connectivity, Embed security, Embed tools. So these four things are required. So when we are talking about the Embed OS core, it is consistent kernel and hardware abstraction providing application portability. So operating system will be responsible for communicating with the hardware and the processor, hardware and the microcontrollers. Okay. When we are talking about the connectivity, So we are using the several types of connectivity for transferring the data. Developer friendly APIs to increase productivity and portability. Wide choices of low level communication stack implementation and supported hardware. So like Bluetooth, I already told you, the Bluetooth is a low energy componency required. So now, if you're talking about the embedded connectivity, it means that with the help of this, you have some components. With the help of that, you can able to send or able to transmit the data from one place to another place or one device to another device. Next is when you are going to design a system, it means that you have to require the security. That is called embed security. So it's comprehensive life cycle, communication, and device security. So security is main important things in the case of IoT. If the data is leaked, data is hacked by someone, it's creating big issue or big problems. Okay, so for that purpose, you need the security. Okay, so security in terms of communications. Let us consider if you want to transmit the data, you want to exchange the data informations from one device to another device. In between devices, some hackers will be there and it will hack the data and it will manipulate the data. Then this is a disadvantage for that type of voice. So you have to take care of all the security things. Now we're talking about the embed tools. So embed tools configuration, build, component management and testing. So there, if you want to use the devices, then you have to configure the devices. You have to build the target. You have to component management and testing. So different types of tools are available. With the help of tools, you can able to write a programs. You can able to debug the programs. You can able to run the programs on the systems so that the system will work efficient. Now we will talk about the embed tools. So now these three in details I am not going to discuss. So you have to study only the embed tools regarding the embed tools. If I am talking about the embed tools, the core tools is there. Core tools means this is the main tools. If you are not using this tool, you are not able to use the systems properly. Okay. So now when we are talking about the core tools, it supports via free command line and online ID. All of you know that the embed is online softwares, so you can use online. So for that purpose, online ID tools is required. It also supports the compilation and collaborations and test workflows. So you can able to write the programs, you can able to compile the programs, and also if anyone is doing some jobs and then that might be that application is required by yourself only, then you can just access the source code from there and you can use it. And also test workflow. So some steps are defined. In every steps you have to test it. It will work fine or not. Okay. Now it's easily select build from different target and toolchains. So for any microcontrollers, like if I'm talking Cortex M series, then in M series, any type of microcontrollers, you can able to write a programs. Integrate with distributed versus control system. And also this is the facility if you are using the online softwares, you are writing a code. In between you are feeling tired, then someone is also doing your job within place, with the remote place. So there are several websites are there: Git, GitHub, GitLab, Mercurial, Bitbucket, embedding code. So with this different types of websites are there, you can go for that. There are several codes are available here. You can just select the codes according to your applications and you can develop your own systems. When we are talking about the third party tool supports, so if you are third party tool supports, it means that some manufacturer is there, some companies are there, which is with the help of that, we can use the softwares and we can able to write it. Like working with tools partner for supports and industry standard ID. Software built and tested across different companies. Now, when you will come to the college, then I will show you the key softwares, the key tools by R. One is Kill Mu Vision is coming. That Kill Mu Vision is for the general purposes. Kill tools by R. In this, you can able to write the programs for any type of ARM processor or ARM controller. So various types of hardware devices put into that. So what will then we can use these softwares, Keils, AR systems, Cloud19, ARM, GCC, ILLM, with the help of this, you can able to write a programs, and after write the programs, you can able to debug the hardware, and then you can test it. So why it's called third party tool? When we are talking about the Keel software, in the Keel, you can write the programs for any microcontrollers, like 8051, you can also write. Okay, the target is if you are writing the program in C or C++, what will happen after compiling or after debugging, you can check the error. If there is no error, then you can try to convert this code in a hex code easily, and that hex code will be dumped to the microcontroller, and the microcontroller will operate fine. So this is the third party tool support. Okay, we're talking about the test toolkit. Okay, test toolkit. So in test toolkits, the first is Green Team. So this test suite provides a collection of tools that enable automated testing and embedded platform. So whatever with the help of embedded platforms, you are going to face many types of components on that. So you have to test it every tool. Okay, so this Green Team will be able to help you test all the types of components. Okay. So also some related tools will also available. CMSIS DAP and DAP link. So this DAP is called debug assessment. Okay. So debug over standard SWD connections. SWD means serial buyer debug. So what will happen with the help of serial buyer debug, the DAP CMS DAP will be able to test the circuit code. Now USB enumerations and identification to allow connections and discovery of the hardware. Now with the help of USB port, you can also able to connect it and you will try to find the errors. So in this case, you have so many options. How can you test the circuit boards? Even how can you test the different types of components built on that circuit board? Now flash, reset and instrument testing for USB enabled devices to enable test forms. A specific systems testing, that is BLE testing. So BLE is called Bluetooth Low Energy. Okay. So see here on the right side, Python, CMSIS, DAP, USB, Bluetooth. So these all are helping to test the different types of codes. And now, in the case of continuing integration support. So now some companies are there. He will give you the continuation supports. It means that reporting in standard, human-friendly, and continuous integration system formats. So JUnit, XML, HTML, JSON. So these all are the softwares. Okay, website. With the help of that, you can able to develop the programs. If any problems will occur in the all support sections, help support sections, he will able to support it. Tools available as Python modules and command line interface, extendability, reuse. So this is a benefit of Python modules. So you can use any language, whichever you are familiar with that. It's a not a big issue in that. So, so you can see Jenkins, Hudson, Travis, Circle.ci. So these all are companies available in the market. So it will help you to come out from the problems. So if any problems are there, you can just go to the developer community and you can type a message. After typing a message, after typing a problems, anybody will there, he will respond to you as soon as possible. So this is all identify the different embedded development tools that are available in Embed OS. If you have any query, if you have any doubt, please tell me.